Thank you, Gareth. And what a pleasure it is to have Gareth Cliff as our host. I think another round of applause. And we are going to hear more from Gareth a little bit later with our various panels. So I'll do the formal introductions. So to all our Rabbonim, Rebbitzins, Adrian Jacobson, the chair of the Cape South African Jewish Board of Deputies, council members, Sharice Zefrit, our associate director of our national board, communal leaders, community, family, friends, all protocols observed. And I must tell you, all protocols observed. I've been in events for 15 years, and that is supposed to cover you in case you forget to introduce someone like a minister or a president. But I don't think that term takes into account Jewish foibles. So if I have forgotten to say anything, Adrian, did I steal your line? Because I could say, oh my God, okay. We pride ourselves on communication at the board, just not between one another on WhatsApp. So if I have forgotten anyone or upset you, I do ask for forgiveness. And with Yom Kippur coming up, you're obliged to forgive me. So thank you. I'm not going to speak for too long. And I can see Lester's face is delighted by that. But tonight we have an opportunity, and delighted to see so many members from our community and our affiliate organizations here tonight. We're going to talk about what's been happening the last year. Not only the last 2 years, but the last year. We're going to go into some of the burning questions that all of you have been asking about what's happening in our community, the rise in anti-Semitism, media bias, protests, etc. And that's going to be covered. And then we're going to end on a really positive note where Gareth's going to talk to members from our community to see the positive stories emanating from Paarl to the West Coast to Stellenbosch, soldiers, etc. You're going to hear it all. I do have to, firstly, just a few thank yous. So firstly, a thank you to my incredible professional team, Mika, Josh, and Mandy. Are you in here? Yes. Not only for this evening's work, but just, it's been a 3-year term. It's been, and Adrian's going to tell us a little bit more in a chair report, it's been a challenging term. But I've been able to do my job as director, Adrian as the chair, and our council, because we've got a superb professional team that allows us to go for coffees and have lunches and do the work that we need to do while they slave away. I'd also like to thank the outgoing council members for serving their time over the last 2 to 3 years as well. I think it's sometimes a thankless job. You can't please everybody, but the amount of hours, the overtime, the weekends that the council members give, and they don't get paid for this, by the way, is just phenomenal. And I thank everybody for their input, for their value, and I know it's going to be repeated throughout the night, so thank you. And finally, to the new council members who are now thinking, what did I get myself into? Good luck. You will need it over the next 2 years, but we're looking forward to sharing experiences, ideas, getting fresh input, and ensuring that the board continues the work that we're doing. So I do trust that by the time you leave our AGM tonight, and I must say it doesn't look like an AGM. This is the most exciting AGM I've been to, with drinks and fairy lights and cocktails, etc. So when you leave, I trust that you will leave with a sense of being proudly Jewish, proudly Zionist. You'll also leave with a sense of comfort knowing that your safety as Jews, your rights enshrined in our Constitution, and I've stolen that from Adrian's speech now, I can see her face. I'm sorry. Your right to be Jewish is protected, and that's the work that we do. So hopefully you'll have a better understanding of the work that we do as the South African Jewish Board of Deputies, and just enjoy your evening. And if we don't get to answer all your questions now, then you will have time via email, WhatsApp, and after this AGM to ask us whatever questions. Just to be clear, we don't do visas to Europe, and I don't control the price of kosher chicken. I'm just putting it out there, because that was my first call ever, was what do I do about Checkers kosher chicken? So if you want to, I'm just going to put them out there. The UAS is here, so they can deal with the kosher chicken. So I know, Gareth, we said we're not going to call people up, but I'm going to vacate the stage. I was told we're not going to read CVs out, but the next person coming up, I was told, was a former mayor of Johannesburg. And junior mayor, Rabbi Greg Alexander from Temple Israel, he said he's a former mayor of Johannesburg. I don't know with all the potholes now if you'd want to be the former mayor of Johannesburg, but anyway, it gives me great pleasure. Rabbi Greg, your opening speech.
Thank you, Daniel.